Hey guys and gals, this is Sanagero taking a look at an early access game called Besiege, and I spent several hours in this game, and I'd like to show you some of my more promising designs. So here's the first one. It's a ballista, I guess. It just doesn't look like a giant crossbow. So here we go. Let's fire this baby off. Hey! And let's load up the second shot. Loose that. Didn't hit anything, but the target was already hit. It's also got some other things in its design that were pretty much unintentional. Everything I've done with this vehicle was to try to make it able to fire at whatever target I so choose, but these pistons I've got on the front and also on the back have some added side effects. Good ones though. Actually, yeah, there's some, whatever. We'll go here first, because if you've got that level where you have to push a rock down and then grab it and such, well, this thing can do pretty much the same thing. You can push things, and, well, you'll push the boulder down or destroy houses, and if you need to move them, just extend it closer to the floor and kind of shovel your way to the end of the level. I've been having a little problems with the bombs because every time I try to launch a bomb it just explodes inside the cradle, and I haven't really figured out a way to do that successfully with this kind of design. But I do have other designs that try to do a little bit better with that. And this thing does have tank controls, left and right, rotate the vehicle sort of on the spot. It says it's the best I can do so far, and then forward and back obviously do that. Most of the controls are on the number pad key, so I will include a download for the vehicles I'm showing you here, probably down in the description below. Okay, so here's what I've come up with to fling a bomb. These bombs are pretty volatile, and this is pretty much the best way I've found to launch these things. And it's pretty much just a catapult. But this one loses its cradle pretty much on every shot, so I'm not sure how to fix that. So I went with a kind of a different design. This one's actually quite agile, but it's too wide and too long to get up some of these ramps. They kind of break itself. There we go. It kind of breaks itself there and can't get up the ramp. And here is the semi-replacement. I don't have any wheels on this guy just yet, but it does launch this bomb a pretty long way if I time it correctly. There's some timing involved in this thing. Oh, that that didn't work out too well. Alright, here we go. There we go. That's a pretty long way off, and for the most part it doesn't destroy itself. Here is my completed earliest attempt at making a ballista. This is pretty much a lag fest when this thing goes off. Here we go. Oh, lots of frame drops right there, but once everything's on the ground it should be fine. So it's very large and unwieldy, but it does have the ability to move forward and backwards. And also, I can rotate it ever so slightly and also raise it for some more range. And then it's the basic fire the thing, and it goes really far. Unfortunately, the the elastics tend to make this thing drop to the bottom, but there's only one shot, so that's kind of okay. I've also got this guy here. It's basically just a spinning death machine with 4 bombs on it. It's not very accurate. This was an attempt to figure out how to fling bombs a large distance, but this thing doesn't go very far. Just causes a lot of destruction, and sometimes it causes the destruction to itself as well. And now for the simpler things. This is just a basic vehicle. It's actually a little bit large, but it's a good base. just a little bit too tall for some of the designs that I had. But it's got suspension to move itself around, and it's pretty agile, but I have found that it's slightly too large for some of the things I needed to do. So I've got a replacement for this guy. And here it is. It's the mini car. Same designs on the wheels to let it rotate. And this thing also works when it's upside down, where there's the one with the suspension does not. But this one doesn't have suspension. It's just small and agile enough to get through some of the harder areas. For example, oops. Whoopsies! That's it for now. The rest of my designs are incomplete and or not very interesting. I will include a download to the first device that you saw. That would be the ballista with the 2 fireballs and all the pistons, and also include the instructions on how to use it, and hopefully they will be understandable. For the other creations, if you would like a download link to those, please let me know in the comments so I can touch them up a little bit and try to get them to be a little bit more user-friendly, because the controls are kind of weird on most of those. And well, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.